I vividly remember each time from elementary school to the present day when I've been told, go back to where you came from, or been bombarded with the stereotypical racist Asian accent that people love to do.
This is just one of many anonymous stories on the website AAPIbelong. Liz Kari started this site last year. It's a place where people can share stories of hate and discrimination. And it's Kari's family story you'll find on the first page.
When my mom's incident happened, it changed my entire world. It made me question my identity, my safety, my city, my relationship with my mom, my heritage.
Her mom is Vilma Kari. Last March, while visiting her only child, Vilma was brutally attacked on her way to church. The incident, caught on a security camera, went viral for both the attack and the doorman who ignored what was going on outside. Her attacker kicked her and yelled, "You don't belong here." How's your mom doing now?
Physically, she's much better. She's healed from her fractures and her bodily injuries and has been working to recover her strength. But mentally, that's where I see a lot of limitations still. She will start to venture outside just down the block, but anything beyond that, she will not go outside without an escort.
And her fear is understandable. Since March 2021, Asian hate crimes have spiked. According to the latest data, hate crimes directed toward Asian Americans went up by 339% across the country as people continue to blame Asians for the coronavirus pandemic. And the fear didn't ease in the new year.
I hope you find that place tonight.
In January, hundreds gathered at Times Square in a moving vigil to remember Michelle Go, who was pushed to her death onto an oncoming subway. While her murder isn't being called a hate crime, for many Asian Americans, her death highlighted the fear many still feel. Then a week later, there was another vigil, this time for Yao Pan Ma, who was beaten into a coma last April while collecting cans near his home in Harlem. He died on December 31st after months in the hospital.
Hate is not acceptable to no one, to no ethnic culture. Mr. Yao was just providing for his family on the day he was attacked.
Kari attended Mr. Ma's vigil. It was a bitter cold Friday morning as community organizers and elected officials spoke out against the hate, calling for unity. For Kari, who has a full-time job in the fashion industry, attending vigils and rallies is important to her, and January was busy. She ended the month speaking at the Asian Justice Rally.
As I received these words, I was encouraged to keep moving forward, encouraged by what other people said. I saw that we weren't alone, and I saw that people experienced it, and I thought, how could this be possible, and why is no one doing anything about this?
It's just been a whole year of learning and even changing as a person, where I find myself being more vocal and talking about not only my story, but having a little bit more courage to present my perspective on things that maybe I wouldn't have prior to this.
Like many Asians, Kari's mom, who is Filipino, wanted to keep her incident private.
While we were at the hospital, of course, she said, I don't want anybody to know. I don't want to tell the family now. I don't want to worry them. I just want to focus on getting home and recovering.
But they didn't have a choice when the video went viral. They found themselves thrust into the glaring media spotlight.
I told her, if this is something that you had to endure and you thankfully were protected and you're okay, maybe it's something we're supposed to share with others and encourage them to speak out, because these things are not okay.
Kari soon realized the power of speaking out. Their story gave others the courage to tell theirs. And it started with messages that poured into the family's GoFundMe page.
And some people actually started to share with me their own personal experiences and more specific stories about details of things that have happened to them and their family and incidents with anti-Asian hate. That feeling of not belonging was very present in what people were saying. And while very somber, it was also uplifting to know that there were these somber shared experiences. And I had thought, what if I could repackage my GoFundMe inbox and present it back to the world.
And AAPIbelong was born. Last May, the words were brought to life at a pop-up exhibit at the Museum of Chinese in America. For Kari, it's been a nonstop year, transformative, but also exhausting. How are you doing, Liz?
That's a very good question. I'm okay. That's a loaded question. Am I okay? I definitely am taking strength from the community and people around me, and also the strength that I know I need to have for my mom to help move her forward.
Rest will come soon, but for now, she continues to share her family's story, hoping that they're helping others move forward too. I'm Ernabel Demillo for Asian American Life.